Alright guys, Manchester United have just beaten Burnley by a goal to nil. And, sorry, 2 goals to nil, make that already going wrong. But yeah, it was a good performance from Man United, a good return to football for their team against quite a good Burnley side at the moment. They're the team who have been the best so far this season in the Championship. Played some good football in this game as well as throughout the start of the season from what I've seen. Definitely a very different style of football to what you would normally associate with Burnley. And there were times in this game where they were dominant in possession but just didn't create many chances. Like the first half in this game was actually quite even. Man United got the goal. It was a really well set up goal. Brilliant ball from Bruno Fernandes over the top. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a player who I have criticised over the past 12 months because I've always thought that he's been good defensively. And when he was playing for Crystal Palace in like the 18 months he had in their first team, I thought he was good going forward as well. He just looked a lot more confident, and it's always seemed since he's moved to Man United that he just lost that confidence to go forwards. And like, I don't know if it's the price tag weighing on him quite a bit, and it just seems to have like done something to his mentality when he's trying to get forward, or with how he is with the ball at his feet. But it was a brilliant piece of play from him to use his athleticism and hook the ball back across for Christian Eriksen to have virtually a tap in. Yeah, brilliant set-up goal. And yeah, Ten Hag has put Wan-Bissaka back in the starting 11 for this game. Diogo Dalot, I'm assuming, is currently unavailable due to having played in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Having said that, Casemiro and Antony did as well, but they're still in the team. But some players need more time than others, I guess. But I thought it was a bit of a poor move, I felt, from Ten Hag not to just allow Wan-Bissaka to have the 90. Well, you can look at it from two ways. You can look at it from a point of view of it's his first game in it in quite a while, so you don't want to push him straight into it when it was quite an intense game at times. But also you can look at it from the point of view of he's had a really good game, so just let him see it out rather than subbing him off with 20 minutes to go. But to be fair, I've been quite impressed with some of Erik Ten Hag's decision making across the board when it comes to like multiple different things, whereas for it be substitutions, dealing with like the discipline of or ill discipline of Cristiano Ronaldo, things like that. I've been quite impressed with. So I'm not going to go in too heavily on him on this because I could be proved wrong. But fair play to Wan-Bissaka, he had a good game tonight. Going forward and defending as well. In fact, there was one point in the second half where Goodmanson, I think it was for Burnley, played an absolutely belting pass through to, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been the Macedonian lad they subbed on towards the end. I can't think of his name though right now. But yeah, he nearly got on the end of it, but Wan-Bissaka did just enough to put him off from getting any real contact. So yeah, good defensively and good going forward. And Burnley, they played some good football at times in the first half, especially second half once Rashford scored that incredible goal around the hour mark. That sort of killed the game off a little bit. And yeah, it was quite a dull last 20 minutes or so. But but both teams played well in the first hour of the game, I think. And Burnley did have chances, in fairness, because Martin Dubravka playing in goal for Man United doesn't usually get many minutes. He's not their first choice. Obviously, he's just been loaned in from Newcastle as like an emergency backup after Dean Henderson went to Nottingham Forest. He had a very shaky game. I was going to say a bit of a shaky game, but that would be very, kind to him, because there were about 3 or 4 occasions where he nearly made a huge error. There was one where he came for a cross and didn't get any contact on the punch, and then when it came back at him, he nearly flicked it over his defenders and into his own goal. There was another one, and there was 2 other occasions, one in each half, where he nearly got caught on the ball. So yeah, just an all-round dodgy game. Fortunately, he managed to keep clean sheet because United defended reasonably well, and also Burnley, whilst they did play some good football, never really looked like really threatening. They were a little bit blunt in front of goal in this game. They were reliant, I think, when it came to opportunities from Benson on the right, who, once he went off, that was a bit of a hammer blow to them and sort of the end of it, really. But yeah, in the second half, Marcus Rashford's goal was just superb, and I don't think he's ever played at a higher level than he currently is over the past 6 months. Like, people talk about, oh, do you remember prime Marcus Rashford? Oh, this is prime Marcus Rashford right now. I think even that season everyone talks about, or the 2 seasons, or even like just his first 3 or 4 seasons in Man United's first team, everyone talks about, oh, I wish Rashford would get back to that, or that's what they have been talking about over the past couple of years. But this season, I think he's been better. He seems even more athletic. He seems even more, like, I don't know, defensively switched on, so like off the ball as well, but also just like, you know, he's got experience on top of that, so he's got like the confidence, the skill, and the ability that he did have a few years ago. But on top of that, now he's got experience as well, which is a really important thing, and just like general football knowledge against top level players. So yeah, he looks absolutely amazing at the moment, Marcus Rashford does. And yeah, I think any sort of question that was at the start of the season of how long has he got left in his Man United career is like the clock ticking for him to get back to his best. That's been firmly answered by him, and I like right now he's probably one of the first names on the team sheet, along with players like I don't know, David De Gea, Bruno Fernandes. Who else have you got? Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, Diogo Dalot when he's available. Like, he's right up there. The only Man United player, bar Dubravka, who I did think had a bit of a poor game, was Scott McTominay in midfield. I thought that there were quite a few occasions where he didn't necessarily do badly in terms of how he played off the ball, or when he was bringing the ball forward. It was just occasionally you'd see him on the halfway line where he'd make a shocking pass. There was one where he literally, there was no Man United players around this Burnley player, and he just played it straight to him. I think it was Josh Brownhill, for about 40 yards from goal, and he nearly created an opportunity from that, Brownhill. So yeah, McTominay definitely looked a bit, I wouldn't say sluggish in midfield, I think that's the wrong description of it, but he just didn't, he looked a bit rusty. I think that might be the correct term for it. Obviously, that could just be down to the fact that he hasn't played any, you know, intense football over the past 6 weeks or so. So, yeah, could just be down to that, to be completely honest. But yeah, either way, it wasn't a great showing from him tonight. But yeah, Man United are through to the next round, and that's what they wanted to do at the start of the evening. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.